is we can't go without fasting. That's just the truth. I usually call it 3 skills though: fasting, prayer, and giving. So what fasting helps in you is that, and if you haven't listened to my other video about fasting, you can check it out. Fasting is very, very important, because what fasting does to you is that it has a way of reducing your human capacity and helps you connect to the spiritual realm. So you need to be intentional about it. In a week, a day or two is not bad to start fasting in a week, every week. If you can do it constantly, you see yourself going well. About my fasting journey, distinct time. A time in my life came that I was struggling. I noticed that this is not me, this is not what I wanted for my life. And okay, during that period, I can remember praying to God and like, God, I don't know what is happening to me, but if you can help me. So I got to my spirit this option to I should just go on a fasting retreat. And guys, I have ulcer. Not just having ulcer, I'm a foodie. You can see it in my body. So I was like, God, I will fast if you can only help me. Like, if you can help me, hunger will not, food will not allow me. Food will not allow me. That was what I kept praying. And I just felt like, okay, I just had this grace. Okay, let me start small with 6 to 6. This fasting, I did like 16 days water fasting. Okay, I started the first week. The first week was like 6 to 6. Then I closed with golden moon. And the next week I had another leading to add the water fast to it. So as I started praying and all that, I noticed something. The way I was during that period, I was listening to messages on fasting, on praying, seeking the presence of God. I noticed something, unlike the way others were doing it, like they were fasting and giving results. During that period, okay, there were times I felt, I prayed in my heart, I connected, I spoke in tongues, cooking myself in the presence of God. So I noticed that, okay, towards the ending part, unlike the testimony I was hearing, they were spiritually flowing and all that. It now reached to my turn, 16 days, towards the 15, 16 days, as if I was not even connecting spiritually. The way I was even praying was like, God, help me. I don't know, let it not be that I'm doing starvation, but just help me. So I noticed something towards that last day. As I concluded that fast, I was meant to tarry till 21 days, but I couldn't. As if my kidney was jumping out. So I had to stop that 16 days. Stopping that 16 days, the whole three days after the fasting, like the way I consumed fluid, because I was having fluid deficit, I wasn't taking enough water, let me not lie. So I quickly washed, and I was taking both pepper soup, just basically tea, something that can add fluid in my body. Unlike other people, I saw myself spiritually. I didn't even read Bible for that 3 days. I didn't really pray, like African praying, how you feel like praying. So at some point, I was like, God, other people, they do fasting, they thrive. I do fasting, they choke me. What's that now? God help me. I don't know. After or this kind of thing. Little do I know that it was really making me move in the spirit. Okay, at some point, I snapped back again. I started praying and started praying and all that. And with time, I realized that most times the way we expect spiritual things to flow, the way we expect it to be always burning, and that's another point. You will not always be hot. Let me put it like that. You will not always be feeling it. You will not always feel like it's not going to happen. You're not going to always be praying and bubbling every time. There are some days you don't feel like. There are some days you are like just there. So, and what happens in those days you don't feel like? You don't leave it. You don't say, okay, I'm tired because I don't feel like I'm not going to pray. It's a lie. At that point, you can switch over to Thanksgiving, just worshiping the Lord, songs. You can just that little one, you can pray. God, have your way. Help my life. Help me to grow. Help me to be a better version of myself. Help me to be who you have called me to be. So all those little things, it matters. So I think I've said a lot of things. And I hope this one helps you. I would like to know your comments, your suggestion, or whatever you feel you can add to the table. Thank you for sticking around with me. Hope this content was useful. Please do well to subscribe and stay around. Take care.